There we go. Hello everyone, this is Aaron Pitts from ATF Gaming and welcome back to another stream with NASCAR Heat 2. For some reason my microphone wasn't working there, so I apologize for the delayed intro. I also apologize for the time change for those of you on the YouTube side who saw the scheduled time. Obviously I scheduled that yesterday based off of the fact that the truck race was starting at 2. And I thought it would get done around 5, but since it got canceled and postponed to tomorrow, decided to move up and fill the void of all of you who were planning on watching the truck race, but now have to watch something else. So that is why I am here, to provide you all entertainment. But welcome to all of you. Nobody's been vocal in chat yet, but we'll see what we got going on here, and then we'll go from there. Make sure all the streams are running all right. Beautiful. But yeah, move the stream up a couple hours just so that we could get it over with. And Saturdays usually end up being a double stream day because usually I end up doing things with John at night. No idea what the plans are there, as usual, but we'll see. So today we have Dover. That can only go well. And Kansas, which should go well considering our strength at 1.5 tracks, which has not been demonstrated recently, based off of Texas. But Dover is another beast inside of itself. So, taking a look at the standings, we have 4 wins. We're also leading the standings. We're leading the points as far as playoff goes as well. So we're overall in a good place there. But let's head off to Dover and see what happens here. But yeah, moved it up. I know I said that like 5 times, and that's probably why nobody's here as far as chat goes, but moved it up, and hopefully we can get this over with so I can have some time to record later, and then possibly stream again tonight, depending on what the plans are there. So, Dover, this can only go well. Too bad James isn't here to throw in the mailman command, because that's always needed when we come to Dover. If you don't understand that reference, you probably never will. But anyway, qualifying. Let's loosen up the car a little bit. No, not the weight. We'll do that. We'll put some more tape on it. We'll move my microphone so I can actually see. There we go. Do that, save, and let's head off and see what qualifying is going to be like. 1 second. I'll turn this down a little bit. There we go. A little loud in my headphones. But yeah, Dover is usually hit or miss. I've been successful here in this game in the past. Obviously, in the EA games, it's a completely different story. Had to let off a little bit extra there. Not too thrilled about that. It's a little loose on exit, so I might end up tightening it back up a little bit. About 36, yeah, that's predictable at this point. That is predictable at this point. Who's on the pole? I looked away momentarily. Sometime we'll see it here. Kyle Larson's on the pole. Alright, so we're going to actually put a little bit of wedge back in the car. We'll do that. Save. Otherwise, it felt really good. So, without further ado, let's head off to the race that's probably going to kill me. I know, I'm so positive, aren't I? Oh, got into Deegan, surprisingly. Usually we don't get that good of restarts, but let's see what we can do here. I think that running with Deegan ended up slowing us down a little too much. We're also going to have to try to make the high lane work, at least at this initial start. Never mind, we're going to hit the wall instead. And we're immediately in last, because why wouldn't we be at Dover?
Keep it right there.
I might be regretting that wedge adjustment already.
Easy. Hold your line.
Might be regretting that wedge adjustment. Shouldn't have made such a big wedge adjustment.
Stay low. Hold your line. Clear high.
But this is going to be a battle to the finish here, because this is good. This is a hard racetrack for me. It's not like I'm going to be passing super easy. This is just a really hard racetrack. I really should have kept the settings the same. And now with 3 wide at Dover, because that can only go well. Yeah, definitely going to loosen it back up on the stop.
Careful. Car underneath. Load clear.
Because we're pushing a little bit. Definitely. But let's see if we can keep moving forward here. William Byron back here. I guess that's pretty realistic considering. Oh, frick. That was also very predictable. Alright, loosening the car up half a round. Oh, this game and this ridiculous aprons.
Stay sharp.
I know it's realistic, but still, it's frustrating. Again, we hit Deegan on the start, and then once we hit
Stay high.
4th gear, we're gonna drop like a rock. I really do need to start using manual shifting, but I'm just never had to do it, so I never really think about it.
Steady.
Bragger, welcome to the stream. Nice to see somebody in chat.
Loud and clear. Car
I've gone the first like 15 minutes of the stream without anybody in chat. But welcome, Bragger. How are you today?
hold the bottom. Hold your line.
No, not the apron again. I should have just spun out. I should have just spun out. And we can't make it to the end from here either, so there's not very much strategy to be gained here. Unless we just want to do a splash and go, but our tires are going to be so screwed by that time. I really don't think that's going to be a worthwhile investment. Just okay, Bragger? But that's okay. That's why I'm here. I'm here to brighten your life and everything about it. Obviously. That's obviously my place in life.
Lap ever.
Do not go on the apron again. We just had that discussion. I hate Dover. I really hate Dover. So much. Yes, by seeing my pain and sadness, you'll realize how good your life is. No. I'm just kidding.
Stay high. Hold your line.
Alright, we have caught up to the back of the field again. Whether that means anything or not is yet to be seen. We can go longer on this fuel stint than everybody else since we did pit when we had the repair. Oh yeah. Weather is an issue for a lot of people today. Not for me though. It's nice and sunny here in Michigan for once. But yeah, they had to postpone the Martinsville race because of a rain-snow mix for the trucks. And yeah, it's just a lot of stuff going on the East Coast, from what I've seen.
Car
Dang it. I don't know what to do about this. This is going to be a tough race for me. And I'm really not in a position to pull any strategy either, unless if we get a caution right at the end of the stage.
Right there. Still there.
And we're back to 39th because we can't make any forward progress here. This is sad. This is really sad.
Line. Stay right there. Easy. Hold your line. Keep it right there.
Come on, car, go. Just go. Bubba Wallace, now you're being in my way, which is sad considering how slow I've been thus far. And I'm hitting the wall. Well, this is just fabulous. No, I don't want to be on the outside. Dang it. Let's just have this discussion. I don't want to be on the outside.
Stay low. Keep it
Thank
right
you.
there.
Go, Busher.
Easy. Hold your line. Clear low.
Alright. We have made forward progress. There's also some pitting to be had right now, and I'm very glad I saw that before it actually happened, because that could have been really bad. So now, remember, we can stay out a little longer, and we're going to do so, see if we can catch a caution. Because everybody else should come in this lap by the looks of it. We'll take the lead. Hey, Dumindu, welcome to the stream. How are you doing, my friend? Of course we're going to have to deal with lap traffic. Why couldn't I just come out with a clean racetrack? And it's the leaders of all things, too. Let's see, barely raining, you have baseball practice. Yeah. I've been there. I've been there when I was in my younger days, when I played baseball in all weathers, shapes and forms and all that. Been there. So we're lapping these people for a second time, it appears. So we've lapped up to 9th and 10th once Jimmy Johnson gets around, or not. Wow. Dang it! We got a run off the corner, and then I got excited and hit the wall. Yeah, that's why I decided to do the stream now. I was planning on doing it after the truck race, but since the truck race got canceled, postponed, whatever you want to call it, I decided to move the stream up so I can fill the void of all of those who want to watch the truck race and now have nothing to watch. So, oh, thank the Lord, a caution. That's good. That's very good. We're going to pit for 4 tires, fuel, a bunch of wave arounds, but only 6 cars are going to be on the lead lap. And they're going to be behind a bunch of other people, it looks like. No, they're going to be behind Brendan Gaughan and Brendan Gaughan only. That made sense. Alright, so what is this? 2-lap shootout for the stage? Let's see if we can do this. We have the speed if I do things right, but that's like a 1 in 17% chance. Yeah, baseball can be boring, but it was one of the few sports I was able to play as a young child. So that's why I tend to enjoy it. But we win that stage thanks to awesome pit strategy. Let's see. Not going to pit now. We will have to pit earlier than everybody else, unfortunately. Cole Witt in 8th, by the way, so good for him.
Almost ready. Nice.
But we did trap a good group of people a lap down with that caution, so that was extremely beneficial. Yeah, I don't know, Bragger, with this game. Sometimes it's just a little messed up with how the AI fuel mileage works, but there's flaws with every game. This game just seems to have a few obvious ones that you would think can be fixed easily. Oh, frick. That's a crash. That's a crash. Thank you for finally throwing the caution game. Only took a while. But we're going to have to pit for repairs. Cole Witt's now on the lead lap.
Ready. Steady. Nice and smooth here. Only green.
Oh, we got a huge launch there. But again, once we hit 4th gear, we're probably going to stall. If I was playing NASCAR 09, I would have gotten penalized for that, and I have to remember that when I go to record that game tonight.
Carlo.
Turn, thank you.
All clear.
See, now that we're not mired amongst a bunch of back markers and we kind of got a good setup going on here, we're actually fast. We're also 3 wide, so I'm going to back out.
Car underneath.
Sorry, guys. Alright. Nose was getting a little itchy there, so I decided to take matters into my own hands. And Clint Boyer hit me on the wall. Fabulous.
Low. Low.
So immediately as I start talking about how we're able to run with the front runners, we're no longer running with the front runners.
Low. Low.
Predictable, isn't it? But still, at this rate, we're going to be in much better shape than we were beforehand. I might push the tape up another 5%. Let me see what the... Oh, no, never mind. Temperature is getting close to the danger zone there. Turn! Okay, car just randomly decided not to turn there. Not very appreciative of that. I looked over at chat as well, so I wasn't really paying attention, but still, didn't really do anything differently. Man, the nose is itchy today.
Car inside.
Gotta remember, Clint Boyer is actually for a position. All these other guys are not. And they won't be. Oh, frick. I thought I was clear.
Caution's out. Back her down.
I think the smart thing is to pit here. I think the smart thing is to pit. Cole Witt, Ricky Stenhouse, they're up front.
Stay sharp. Green.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong, especially at Dover, owning Sword. But at most other tracks, I'm fine. But at Dover, this is just a nightmare. In all games, Dover is just a nightmare for me. So you're not wrong. You're not wrong. But you're also not 100% correct.
Easy. Hold your line. Car low.
Alright, that wall contact didn't seem to hinder us too much.
Stay right there.
But we're trapped in this third lane that just never seems to work. And I forgot to make that adjustment on the pit stop. Dang it.
Car
And now we're, nope, came back out. Beautiful. We're almost 3 wide again. Got a huge run off the corner. So we're going to use it. We also got Cole Witt holding these guys up. So that's beneficial.
Are underneath.
But now Cole Witt's going to be holding me up is the problem.
Easy. Hold your line. Carlo.
Alright, 3 wide at Dover. That's not a bad idea at all. But I just need to get around Cole Witt. And I do, finally. We only lost a million spots in the process, but we finally got around Cole Witt.
Hold the bottom.
Jamie McMurray, you dirtbag.
The yellow's out.
I was very clearly there, Mr. McMurray. Very clearly there. Now I can't take advantage of the pit strategy either.
Ready. Steady. Okay, be smart out there. Going green. Green flag. All right.
Frickin' Jamie McMurray ruining my day.
Hold the bottom. Easy. Hold
Well,
the line.
one of many people who ruined my day. Today has been a very stupid day for me in general. I spent like 3 hours trying to figure out how to set up a multiplayer lobby for a new game that me and John are going to try. It was such a pain in the balls.
Still there.
Really was. Alright, gonna split people 4 wide here momentarily. No big deal.
Carlo.
Oh, Larson. Hi. Hi. This is bad. This is bad.
Stay low. Easy. Hold your line.
Freaking Kyle Larson being aggressive. How dare you? And then I almost hit the apron and then I tried to correct and I'm an idiot. I hate my life. And we're not going to get a caution for that because everybody saved it. Freaking great. Yep. Yep, that's how I feel about Jamie McMurray right now. Also about myself, but this all started because of Jamie McMurray. Alright, so it's very obvious that this is probably one of my worst tracks in the game besides the new road courses.
Still there.
But once we get past here, we're going to go to Kansas, and that's usually a pretty good track. I mean, those cookie cutter mile and a half, so usually pretty good for me. So, assuming we don't have any major issues or get on a wrong strategy, we'll be fine there. We're not going to gain any more spots here, by the looks of it, unless if Denny Hamlin starts pooping. But I don't know what I'm saying today. I'm saying a lot of stupid things today.
Car inside.
The Jamie McMurray one, I'm fine with, but what did I just say? Unless if Denny Hamlin starts pooping, why would I say such a thing? Taco is wearing off on me. Those of you who know Taco, you'll understand that he's wearing on me now. I've become one with the Taco, which is unfortunate and very scary. Yep, that happened too. I'm not in that kind of mood. Oh, look who's behind us. No, that's Austin Dillon. Never mind. Well, there's the end of the stage. We got 7th because most of these guys aren't on our lap. I thought that was Jamie McMurray behind us, but it wasn't. Alright, what is the pit strategy here? Let's see. Top 3 are pitting. Take off 11 laps. We're all going to have to pit again, regardless of whether we pit now. So we might as well pit now and then be able to stay out longer. We're only going to lose 3 spots, so I think that's the wise course of action there.
It's set. They're about to throw the green.
Didn't really want to make it 3 wide, so I'll back off.
Car there. Car low.
But we're going to make it 3 wide anyway because I hate my life.
Clear down low. Car high.
Of course. Of course we have a blowover.
Stay sharp. Green's coming. Nice and smooth here. Going green. Car high. Clear up top. Car high. Car low. Car outside.
And of course, this time we get an absolutely horrible restart.
Car underneath.
Matt Benedetto's in 13th. I'm happy about that. I'm very happy about that.
Car there.
Of course, Cole Witt's been on the correct strategy this whole time. Sorry, Joey. Which ones, Bragger?
Car underneath.
Which ones? I have not looked at the Discord today, I don't believe. I know I've talked to John a little bit, but... Oh, frick my life!
Low. Low.
I hate all of you.
Car low.
I hate you, Chase Elliott. I hate you, Ty Dillon. Especially you, Ty Dillon.
Hold high. Easy.
Oh yeah, I think I remember seeing that. Freaking Paul Menard, the guy who always manages to finish last in every race. I hate you as well.
Car inside.
Michael McDowell, I don't hate you. I don't really hate Chase Elliott either, but for the purposes of me being angry, I'm willing to say I hate Chase Elliott momentarily.
Careful.
Turn! Oh, frick. We got wall glitched.
Yellow's out.
We got wall glitched. Might as well pit. Matt Benedetto's gonna get back on the lead lap now, too. Again, probably still gonna end up with a better finish than what would have happened had we not gotten that lucky caution.
Car high.
But still,
Keep it right
this is
there.
incredibly frustrating.
Stay right there.
And I still keep forgetting to make that freaking adjustment because I'm always so mad when a caution comes out. Oh well. Whatever, at this rate, just finish the race. Just finish the race. Can we make it from here? No, we can't. But we can go longer than some people because we just pitted. Not a lot of people, but some people. I hate everything. Why does the car just randomly get tight? For one corner and one corner only. It's like the freaking, I don't know, auto van special for one day and one day only. Auto van. Oh my god, art van. God in heaven. I can't think today. This is a bad sign considering I have to record after this. This is a really bad sign.
Stay on the bottom. Stay right there.
I'm in awe of how stupid I am today. I really am. I'm thankful that we have a normal racetrack at Kansas coming up next.
Hold the bottom. Hold
But I'm also not thankful because I have to record my NASCAR Heat 2 career mode stuff immediately after. And I believe it's at Watkins Glen. And you guys know how road courses usually go for me. Watkins Glen is usually the exception, but still. And we still got 20 laps to go in this race. This is a long race. These 25% race lengths are really taking a toll on me. Especially at crappy races like this. And when I don't have too many people to talk to in chat.
Clear hot. Carlo.
Yep, just randomly got tight again. I have no explanation, no words for what is transpiring here. But we all have to pit. I have to pit with about 8 laps to go. And I plan on going that long. We're just going to shove Ryan Newman past Stenhouse. Let's see if we can take advantage. Nope. Nope, no we can't. Jamie McDirtbag. Yep. Yep, I like that name too, Bragger.
Right there.
Thank you, Stenhouse, for leaving an opening on one of the corners where I don't get tight. Never mind. Oh yeah, that quality 28 laps of truck racing at Martinsville in which absolutely nothing happened. Dang it. Almost hit the apron. Had to let off to make sure I didn't. Well, Newman's gone, and I'm holding up the pack now. I'm even holding up Cole Witt. That's a sad statement right there. I think that's Cole Witt. No, it's not. Never mind. Alright, so when are the people who did not pit under that last caution going to pit? Because there is still kind of a mixed strategy going on right now. So I'm curious to see when they're going to pit. Not going to be too far apart, but well, there's one person, Kyle Busch, possibly in now. He did gain a position, so that must have... No, we didn't gain a position. That was weird. But there are more cars pitting, so... Oh, frick. That's not good. Well, obviously we're pitting. No repairs. We lost 4 spots. I don't understand. I don't understand, but I don't care at this point. We got 11 laps to go. I just did the stupid thing of running into Harvick on the restart. Now we're going to have a horrible restart. Let's at least try to get a top 10 out of this. There's Matt DiBernardo, Cole Witt up there, Ricky Stenhouse, we know we're faster than. Let's just try to get a top 10 out of this. And with all 3 of those cars on the outside, and now I'm on the outside, so never mind! Freaking Chris Buescher. Oh, I think I just wrecked Jamie McDirtbag again. Pretty sure I just wrecked Jamie McDirtbag. Okay. Let's just come in for tires and repairs. And up the tape, because, yay. Picking Jamie McDirtbag. Alright. I hate my life. I hate my life. I was trying to see if I could cut all the way to the inside there so I couldn't, so I don't hit anybody, so I could have just, you know, kept going instead of hitting people and slowing down 20 miles per hour. But in the end, we did end up on the inside lane. Oh yeah, I've done that before. But usually I order for my family, but... Alright. There's good news and bad news about this situation. The good news is we were in the top 10 momentarily. The bad news is Matt DiBenedetto is up there, which actually is good news, but bad news in the sense that he's going to be slowing people down, and he's on the inside lane. Now, is Cole Witt still up there is the next question. I don't think he is. I do not see him. So Cole Witt is behind, so that's good. Dustin Dillon. That was my fault. That was my fault.
It's set. Okay, be smart out there. Going green.
I hit Cole Witt on the start. No, I'm never going to get going.
2 to go. Carlo. Hold your line. Car underneath.
I hate my life. I hate everything.
Carlo. 1 to go. Give it all you got. Carlo.
Oh, look who it is. Jamie McFlurry, dirtbag face.
Stay on the top. Stay right there. Car inside. Clear low. Solid dead.
Thank the Lord that's over. Thank the Lord that is over. Got a 105 speed rating. No clue how that happened. We did win a stage and got stage points in the other stage, so that'll help us limit the damage on the points, but Kyle Busch was definitely closed in. Who won that race? It looks like Truex, because now he has 3 wins. Results, let me just check. No, I can't, because, oh, it's going to scroll stuff. Jimmy Johnson, not a good day. Truex won, yep. Back to the menu. Let's grab a swig of Coke Zero here. Alright, Kansas. I know I can do well at Kansas. We all know we can do well at Kansas. It's such a simple track. It's such a simple track. But thank the Lord Dover's over. God, I hate that track. I hate it so much. Alright. Just to set up a little bit. Do the usual. About halfway down on the wedge. Bump this up to 50. Save. Let's qualify. Probably be in the bottom 5 position because we always are. But this has just been a crappy day for me. Like I said, I spent like 2 hours trying to get an online server started for a game that I'm looking to doing shortly. And then this with barely anybody here. Probably gonna get crap views on YouTube from this, like I have been every day this week. Days like this where I question, whether I should keep the YouTube channel alive. It really is. Alright, probably like 37th, 36th. 32nd. Hey, that's a good qualifying effort for this game. Jimmy Johnson's on the pole. Let's head off to the race. Starting right next to our favorite driver here, Matt DiBenedetto. Got Chris Buescher, otherwise known as the guy who fricked us over a couple times in the last race, but that was pretty much everybody when you sit down and think about it. I'm going to go on this third lane because I don't know why, but it works. Unlike Dover, it works here. Gonna give Ty Dillon a shove because he's in the way, as he always is. Ty Dillon then gets loose, I guess. I don't really know how to analyze that situation. I shoved him like 20 seconds ago, and now he finally acts like he got shoved. I don't know. I don't know. This game's weird. Really thankful that I'm almost done playing through this game, honestly. We're a third of the way through this series, and we're getting pretty close to the end of the career mode as well. So I'm very thankful that we might be getting pretty close to the end of this game. Obviously the goal is to win all 3 championships in the career mode, but after this season's done, I think I'm going to take a break, honestly. This game has just worn me out, and I'm not getting the views that I used to get on this game anymore either, so. I'm going to have to try to find something that'll be my next big view getter. Because this used to be the game. Every time I'm getting up 50 views on day 1, but. And then now it's only getting like 10. All of my videos are just getting. And I just wrecked my favorite driver. I think I assisted in saving him. Nope, he's still going a little crazy. But yeah, it's weeks like this and days like today that really puts a wear on, the old spending a bunch of money and devoting myself to YouTube and stuff like that. It really puts a question on it. Yeah, that would be nice, Bragger. That would be nice. I'm for sure gonna continue pre-ordering through Best Buy because that seems to be the ticket to get things early. I don't know. It might have just been my stupid post office, but still. I'm gonna continue to pre-order things through them. But I find it weird that they haven't announced a single thing as far as next year's game. They haven't announced a single thing. Usually by this point, they've announced something, if I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong in that statement, but. Alright, we are not moving through the pack as quick as I had previously anticipated, which is unfortunate. Probably because I'm just a little overall drained today, but. Alright, we're going to try to avoid Michael McDowell. Almost called him Landon Castle. Speaking of Landon Castle, happy to see he got a ride over at Starcom. Sad for Jeffrey Earnhardt, but obviously the team was expecting more. Also, sponsorship, I'm sure, probably didn't help him. So, interested to see if Landon can do any better. Obviously, both have a very deep experience with low-funded teams, so I'd like to think that Landon might be able to help that team out a little bit, go through the growing pains of a new team. But I'm really wondering why I'm not going through the pack as fast as I usually do at these mile and a halves. Usually I'm pretty darn good at just flying up through the field, but we've been stalled out here. Part of it's probably me just not running the best line and not really paying attention to my braking zones and stuff like that, but and also I've been kind of confined to the outside lane as well, so that's not super helpful either. It's like Eric Almirola might have had an issue up ahead. What is the fuel situation? I'm glad I checked because we're going to have to come in pretty soon.
Stay on the top. Steady.
Yep, so we're going to have to come in for a splash of fuel, looks like.
Keep it right there.
Are we going to finally get around Michael
Your
McDowell?
line.
Because we have been fighting with McDowell for a very long time. We're going to try to get on the inside of Bain and push up for some reason, and McDowell's going to try to sneak his nose in and frick McDowell. Frick McDowell, frick everyone. I don't really care at this point. We have to pit in a couple laps. Green flag pit stops always go horribly in this game. I'm going to stretch it out as long as I can, see if I can just do fuel only. Then we can pit at the end of the stage for tires, I don't know. We'll see if we can also possibly get lucky with a caution. We'll run it until we're almost dry. And then I'll take a can of fuel probably. Loosen up the car a little bit more, definitely. We'll go one more lap here. See if we can catch a lucky caution. Definitely loosen the car up.
Car in front of us. Headed to the pit.
Yep.
Running on fumes out there.
We're gonna come in next time. Hopefully by then also pit road is cleared up a little bit. Sure, Bragger, sure. We were wondering if you rage quit after that. Oh, that was good. That was a lot of fun, Bragger. We should do that again to see if it was a fluke or not. Okay, I gotta focus on coming down pit road successfully because Lord knows that I never do that correctly.
You're low on fuel. Slow.
45. I think we just had a successful pit road entry. That's a miracle. Alright, we're going to go for the stage win and then pull some strategy. So we're only going to do a can of fuel. See if we can beat the crowd out. And maybe win this stage or at least finish in the top 10. So go, 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 go. Come on. There we go. Charge. Let's see where we are in the running order. We're still first, and we got a decent advantage, but we need to get up to speed quickly. These guys are I'm gonna go low. They look like they were gonna split me 3 wide, and I was having none of that.
Stay right there.
Yeah, we we were gonna see what happened there. All right, so we got 4 laps to go to try to keep this advantage. We do not have fresh tires, which is probably going to hurt us here. I probably should have done right sides, but I would have lost the lead if I had taken an extra second or two, it looks like. I'm just going to have to be a little careful. Well, I don't think we're going to win the stage, but we can definitely put ourselves in position for some stage points. But Logano's definitely got an advantage, but we got another second to Johnson, so we'll see if we can possibly stick it out on these old tires, and then we'll pit at the end of the stage, and then we can possibly pull some strategy later on. But yeah, alright, Bragger. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being the only loyalist here today, apparently. No Conrad, no James, no anything. Alright, so much for that advantage we had to Johnson. These tires are crap. Oh yeah, these tires are absolute crap. I might have made a bad decision here. Might have made a bad decision. Definitely, probably made a bad decision.
Watch those tires. Carlo.
Yep, even the spotter's telling us to wash the tires. Can we make it one more lap and possibly get some stage points? We have about 2 seconds back to Kurt Busch, so let's see if we can do this. But this tire is about to die on us. Yep, 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 definitely about to die. Um, I might have made a bad judgment call there. I don't know. Come on, just turn. I want some stage points. Alright, looks like we're going to finish 8th in the stage. That was a miserable experience. I should have taken 2 tires. I really should have. Oh, I wasn't thinking. Which is typical for me. So we're going to pit now. We're going to be in last, of course. We're going to up the right front tire pressure a little bit. Logano and Jimmy Johnson also pitted with us, so that's interesting. So we won't be the only one on our strategy. But we're also going to be on much fresher tires than everybody. So let's see if we can maybe make that turn into an advantage here. Well, everybody except for Logano and Johnson. So let's see how fast we can maybe move through the pack here. Okay, save it, thank you. Freaking Michael McDowell, why are you always in my way? You're always in my way. Sorry I'm going silent here. I'm just really focusing, and plus I really don't have much to say. But I'm really just trying to move through the pack as quickly as possible right now, so that we can lap as many cars as possible when they do come in. And then hopefully we have... Oh, there's a crash coming on the pit road. Oh, Eric Jones, you dirtbag. I had to get around Paul Menard, and now there's a huge crash. I had to get around Paul Menard somehow. God. Alright, we gained 12 spots because I decided to do 2 tires. But Eric Jones, I very clearly had to get around Paul Menard. You should have given me more room. Because you just brick walled me, and then Paul Menard was a brick wall, basically, and I couldn't do anything. But we did 2 tires, so, we'll see if that maybe helps us. Got some really slow cars up ahead. Mainly, looks like all these cars are cars that got lucky with the pit stop, along with Jimmy Johnson and Joey Logano, who I don't know if they're going to have to come in or not. That's a legit question that I don't know the answer to. But we're just kind of plowing our way on the outside here. Gonna make it 3 wide on Kane. Didn't really want to make it 3 wide, but I thought I might have had Byron cleared by that time, but I didn't. Yeah, this is just going terribly. Cody, welcome to the stream. This is... I expected this to be a little better than Dover, but at this rate, it really isn't, honestly.
Car high.
Don't you dare, Trevor Bain. I've had enough of
Still there.
people just blocking me all over the place.
Car high. Still there.
I still don't know whether Jimmy Johnson and Joey Logano have to pit or not. That's a question we have not answered yet.
Stay low. Stay right there. Car high.
Dang it, I didn't block in time.
Careful.
Oh, looks like we're having some issues up ahead, and they threw a caution before anything could happen. But Johnson, Logano, and Kurt Busch are pitting, so we are not going to pit. See if we can maybe get a top 10 in the stage, get some stage points to add on to our stage points that we barely got in the last stage. Oh look, Jamie McDirtbag's right up ahead. Great, just who I wanted to face after Dover. Just who I wanted to... Freaking Trevor Bain. Freaking Trevor Bain. We pit now, we can make it on one stop, so I'm going to. It's the only reason. It's gonna be close, but I think we can make it on one more stop. I think everybody else will have to make two. Yep, we can make it on one more stop. I just don't know if possibly Johnson, Logano, and Kurt Busch can make it on one more stop as well, but I'm not positive about that. Me and Kurt Busch almost got into a wreck. We're still almost into a wreck. Luckily we cleared Ty Dillon. Do not get into anybody, Aaron. Do not get into anybody. We do not want a caution to come out right now.
Stay high. Keep it right there.
Oh look, it's our old buddy Eric Jones who tried to kill us earlier. We're also 4 wide. Get off the wall, car, thank you. Freaking DJ Kennington, get out of my way. Dang it. Gotta itch my nose again. Blaney, you better save it. I think he saved it. I'm not quite sure. Colin Rad, welcome to the stream. Wondering if you guys show up. Bragger was here earlier over on Mixer, and now you're here. Good. I haven't heard from James yet, but that's fine. And I know I did change the time on people, so I understand if people were not informed of that. changed the time, moved it up a couple hours due to the truck series being canceled. Yeah, that would probably be a good cause for that. So I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I used to be on those kind of schedules. I don't blame you. Alright, that looks like Kyle Busch on pit road, possibly. So again, if they pit now, they can't make it to the end. So that is good because we know we can make it on one more stop if we stretch it out all the way. And now we're back to freaking Eric Jones.
Car in front of us is headed to the pit.
Dang it. Freaking, of course. Nothing has gone right in the stream. Nothing. Well, there still might be an advantage here. There still might be an advantage. But the problem is we need this to go green. Because we're going to have to pit
Stay sharp.
shortly.
They're about to throw the green.
The four of us, the five of us, including Kyle Busch. We're going to have to pit shortly. But they can all stretch. Actually, Kyle Busch is on the same strategy as them. He pitted early.
Stay on the top. Car there.
So we're going to have to pit in about 7 laps. But they all have to come in again from my calculations. The one up yesterday, yes I did. I was a little disappointed by the car choice, but I know he didn't end up choosing it, but... Excuse me. But yeah, I did see that yesterday. Thought it was quite interesting that he was struggling, even though he's in the best car in NASCAR, but...
Stay right there.
What, is Jeff Gordon the next Chase Elliott or something? Or, oh my god, is John Wolfe the next Chase Elliott? Or William Byron? Speaking of William Byron, here he is.
Car underneath. Clear up
Or
top.
cut him off. Again, we need this thing to go green to the end, because if we pit, either we need to go green to the end or we need a caution to come out like now, before we pit. That's the only way we're going to make this work. And no, I will not be double streaming this. Of course, Saturdays usually end up being a double stream anyway, because usually we end up doing some multiplayer stuff tonight with John, but I don't know what the plan is yet. Never usually do until the last minute. Don't know if I'll stream it or not, but we'll see what happens when we get there. Meanwhile, we have lost touch with the other cars on our strategy. So,
Low. Low.
the right now for Jimmy Johnson, Conrad, they're on the same strategy as I did. They pitted under the stage break, and we can make it on one stop. But everybody from Byron on back, as far as I'm aware, has to come in shortly. Kyle Busch is also on a kind of in-between strategy, but
Car in front of us is headed to the pit.
more pitting. We are going to come in. How many laps to go? Not this time, but next time. Actually, I don't know. I'm just concerned about the tire wear. We're doing a full stint on tires if I don't have to. And plus, Lord knows getting on the pit road is going to be a disaster. I'm going to go one more lap against my better judgment, but we should be able to make it.
Low. Low.
But Lord knows getting on the pit road is going to be a
Car low.
disaster.
Car low.
Conrad, I'll answer that question once I get on the pit road, because I'm terrified right now. Oh, freaking Clint Boyer. Freaking Clint Boyer. Oh, Oh, God, they're all on my inside. I need to get down. I'm putting the hand out the window, everyone. Brad! Jamie McDirtbag, not you again. We had issues with you earlier. Okay, we made it. We're gonna have to serve it. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. How much of a penalty is my next question? I was at, like, caution. Pit. So we don't want to pit there, but let's just make sure that they actually service my car. They do. So do not pit on the caution. We're not going to be a lap ahead, but we're going to be leading this race, I think. Yes, we are. Okay. Considering the situation we were just put into with that penalty, I think that's probably as good as we can get. But Conrad, his contract is another 2 years, I believe, so I think he's going to run out the length of the contract, retire in 2020. I mean, that would be a realistic thing. I don't know if that's the thing that this game actually does, but... Alright. Let's focus here. Focus in. There's only 8 laps to go. Let's see if we can maybe win... Well, we're not winning this thing, but let's see if we can maybe have a decent finish. Considering the situation we were put in, that was about as good of a thing that could possibly happen. I don't know if the caution... was caused by me or by somebody else. And yes, I noticed the other 3 got caught a lap down. Harvick is spinning. Avoid. That was not my fault, was it? I don't think it was. We made contact like a lap before, but... Alright, again... Oh, we're starting on the outside. That's not going to make life any easier. I've gotten good at avoiding... wrecked cars thanks to a Wreckfest, which I'm going to be recording later on today. Maybe I'll do all my PC stuff today and all my PlayStation stuff tomorrow. That sounds like a smart idea. I need a break from this game momentarily. I don't know. That would be kind of ironic. That would be kind of ironic if Jimmy John sponsors Jimmy Johnson. Freaking Alex Bowman in my way all the time. Well, all the time. 3 laps to go. Let's just try to salvage a top 5 finish. We're going to spin Alex Bowman out instead. And spin ourselves out almost. Alright. We have a green light checkered here, it looks like. But that would be hilarious if Jimmy John sponsors Jimmy Johnson. That would be hilarious. Alright, we're going to get a run on Larson. We're going to take it. This is a green white checkered. Sponsored by whatever green white checkered they're sponsored by. I know they're sponsored by something. We're going to side draft Larson a little bit, but he's going to clear. Not freaking often Dylan's going to insert himself into a picture that he does not deserve to be into. Dang it, Byron's there. White flag is out, sponsored by Credit One Bank. Come on. Freaking Austin Dillon. Making everybody sad. Alright. Well, let's just hold this 3rd place from Byron, I guess. And we will. A 3rd place finish after all that, I'll take it. Could have been a lot worse considering we almost got tapped with a speeding penalty that would have definitely ruined our race. I expected that to be better. Especially after Dover. I expected to have more success here. And that's coming from a guy who just said who just finished third. So I should not be saying anything. Kyle Busch won a stage. I assume one of the guys who got trapped a lap down won a stage as well. Joey Logano. He got back on the lead lap, obviously, but still. In the back, we're still in the points lead. We're actually tied with Kyle Busch now. So that's new and exciting. Let's head back to the menu, see what we got going on in the next stream. Quite thankful that this stream is over, or will be over shortly. Charlotte and Pocono. Charlotte should go well. Gotta remember it's a 4-stage race. Pocono, who knows? But let's look at the chase grid here. See if there's any weird people in there. Dale Wallace is still in the chase, but otherwise it's a normal field for the most part. But that's going to be it for today, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. And if you want to see more content from ATF Gaming, be sure to hit that red subscribe button on YouTube, follow button on Twitch and Mixer, and turn notifications on for all platforms so that you can get a notification every time I go live or post a video. And I will see you in the next stream / episode / whatever you want to call it. Bye.